Very good morning to all. Today we will start with a new topic that is menopause. Okay. Menopause, that is opposites of the menarche. In the menarche there are starting of the menstruation, and menopause, that is cessation or stopping of the menstruation, will be there. A menopause is the stage of a woman's life that typically between the ages of 45 and 55, when she stops having the menstrual period. So at the age of 45 to 55, there is a stopping of the menstrual period, and that condition or their status of the woman is known as the menopause. It is defined as the time when there have been no menstrual period for 12 consecutive months. Means for at least 1 year, the women they are not experiencing any menstrual period, no other biological or of fertility, and the end of the childbearing years. Means they are not able to fertile, they are not able to get the pregnancy during this period, and that is the age of the childbearing years. A woman may still, however, be able to become a pregnant unless 12 consecutive months have been passed without a period. Physiological causes it can be identified, and it is the end of the fertility, the end of the childbearing years. Next, stages of the menopause. There are two stages of the menopause, that is perimenopause and postmenopause. In some books, you may know three stages, that is perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. Okay, so first, that is perimenopause. Peri, that is before some months of the menopause. In this time, the woman begins to experience a menopausal sign and symptoms even though they are menstruating. Means during the perimenopausal period, that is a period before the actual menopause, in that the women they can experience the sign and symptoms of the menopause, but still they are having a menstruation. Her hormone level rises and falls. There are so many fluctuations in the hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone, and may have the symptoms of hot flushes and other symptoms. And this premenopausal or perimenopausal stage, it may last for 4 to 5 years of the menopause. In these periods, the women they have less frequent menstruation. As we know that there is a every menstruation at regular interval of the 28 days, but in the perimenopausal period, they are less frequently menstruation. The bleeding, that is heavier or lighter periods than they normally experiences as in the menstruation. Some vasomotor symptoms that are hot flashes, night sweats, and flushing that is experienced by a woman under the perimenopausal stage. Second is a postmenopausal, means that is after a menopause. Once 12 months have been passed in the last periods, means after 1 year of the last period, that is a postmenopausal. The women they have reached a menopause. The ovaries produce less estrogen, and there is no any production of the progesterone, and the release of the eggs, that is release of the ovum, is also getting stopped. So two stages of the menopause, that is perimenopause and postmenopause. Peri, that is 4 to 5 years before the menopause, and post, that is after 1 year. Now causes of the menopause. Under the causes of the menopause, it may be a natural or it may be artificial. If we think about the natural cause, then as the advancing age of the women will be there, that is 45 to 55 years, they naturally stop. the menstruation. And some artificial means there is surgical removal of the ovary, that is oophorectomy. If that is done, then there is a removal of the ovary under the oophorectomy. So the function of the ovary will getting stopped, that is production of the egg, release of the hormones that will be stopped. So menstruation will be stopped, that is a menopause. Next, hysterectomy, that is a completely removal of the uterus is there. Next, advancing age and hormonal changes. This is one of the natural cause for the menopause. Next, cancer chemotherapy and radiation therapy. If any patients or women, they are taking a chemotherapy treatment and radiation therapy for cancer disease, then that can lead to a menopause. Next, premature ovarian failure. If the ovaries they are not functionally and structurally properly developed, then there are chances that the premature ovarian failure is there. So the function of the ovary will be altered and they are not able to carry out the normal menstrual process. So that's about the causes of the menopause. That surgical removal of the ovaries, that is oophorectomy, hysterectomy, removal of the uterus, advancing age of the woman's 45 to 55 years, and hormonal changes. Treatment of cancer, that is by chemotherapy and radiation therapy, and lastly the premature ovarian failure. Next, some women they are having early menopause and some women they are experiencing a late menopause. So which are the conditions that leads to early menopause? That is if the women they are having any bad habits like the smoking is there, then it can lead to a menopause, or it may be a risk factor for a menopause. Next is the nulliparity. Nulliparity means this getting a pregnant. Nulliparity, the woman who has never conceived a pregnancy or woman who have never become pregnant. That's known as the nulliparity. The patients who are medically treated for the depressions means they are suffering from any disease and they are taking the treatment for the depression, that is psychological disorder. Exposure to toxic chemicals, certain occupations are there, then there may be a exposure to toxic chemicals and it can lead to a pre-menopause or early menopause. Treatment of childhood cancer means if any children they are having a cancer and they are taking a treatment of the cancer, that is chemotherapy and radiotherapy, so that is also a leading cause for the early menopause. Okay, so early menopause that is due to smoking, nulliparity, and women who have never become pregnant, medically treated for the depression, exposure to toxic chemicals in the occupation, and lastly treatment of the childhood cancer by radiation and chemotherapy. Next, late menopause. Some women they are having very late menopause after the year of 55 or 60. Then the factors that those are responsible for the late menopause, that is more than one pregnancy or multiparity. Means women who have conceived so many pregnancies, two, three, four. Next, higher BMI. BMI, that is body mass index. So the women who are overly weighted, overly nutrients, then that leads to a higher BMI rate. And last, higher cognitive score. So these three, they are the main three leading cause for the late menopause. That is multiparity, more than one pregnancy, higher rates of BMI, body mass index, and higher cognitive score. Now, symptoms of the menopause. The symptoms of the menopause sometimes they are divided as per the categories. In the first, the common symptoms, that is hot flashes and the night sweat. Means the women they are experiencing very hotness, they are experiencing a night sweats, means sweating or perspiration at the time of the sleep. Next, heart pounding or racing means the heart will become weak due to the hormonal imbalance. So there are chances of the more heart diseases. It will become uh, weak, and sometimes the tachycardia is experienced. Difficult sleeping, that is insomnia, mood changes. They become irritable, they are not able to concentrate, depression, anxiety will be there. Sexuality means there is changes in the libido, that is the sexual drive. Forgetfulness, they are not able to memorize immediately. Urine leakage, there are complications related to urinary. Vaginal dryness. Lastly, joint stiffness. The joints will become stiff. Now we will see regarding the category wise. In that first, that is the vaginal symptoms. So under the vaginal symptoms, that is dryness, vagina will become dry, the layers will become thin and irritated, dyspareunia, that is difficulty in passing the urination. Next, irregular vaginal bleeding. The girls or not girls, the women, they can have the irregular vaginal bleeding without any pathological cause. Excessive vaginal bleeding. Sometimes so excessive vaginal bleeding can be there. Reduced libido, that is a sexual drive. Next, urinary symptoms. Under the urinary symptoms, that is increased urination, means frequency of urination has been increased. The chances of urinary tract infection, they are very higher, and they frequently getting UTIs. Urinary incontinence means incontinently they are passing a urine. Okay, so these two, they are vaginal symptoms and urinary symptoms are there. Next, psychological symptoms, the emotional and cognitive symptoms. Under the psychological symptoms, the depression. Patients, they can easily get the depressions, they become anxious. There is a difficulty in the concentration or remember. Insomnia, that is there. Insomnia, there is difficulty in sleeping or unable to sleep properly. Memory problems means they are not able to memorize in appropriate timing, and forgetfulness will be there. Next, cardiovascular diseases. As the menopause is also affecting a heart, there is increased risk of the heart diseases. Next is osteoporosis. Means the joints, there are chances of the arthritis will be more, osteoporosis will be more. There is a complaint of the pain at the joints and stiffness in the muscles. Increased risk of the bone fractures means they are easily getting the fracture if they are fall down or due to some other causes. Other physical symptoms, that is weight gain and a slow metabolism. There is thinning of the hair and the skin will become dry. There is a loss of breastfulness, excessive hair growth on other areas of the body, that is such as on the face, neck, chest and upper back. Complaint of headache and migraine will be there. Discomforts in the mouth, dryness in the mouth, tenderness in the breast. Next is the diagnosis of the menopause. How we can diagnose the menopause? Then first important, that is taking a complete health history regarding how the menstruation is there, what is the duration is there, how much amounts will be there. So complete health history regarding the menstruation and the symptoms will be important diagnosis for the menopause. Next, there is a blood testing. So blood testing is done to check the levels of the hormone, that is first FSH. This is usually goes up as there are once they are nearer to the menopause, that is follicle stimulating hormone. Next, estradiol, that is how much estrogen the ovaries they are making. Next, thyroid hormones, because the thyroid glands, which can affect the period and can cause the symptoms that is like a menopause. So three important blood tests under the menopause: FSH, estradiol, it is a type of estrogen, and thyroid hormone. And next, it is a heart risk testing, because women they are very higher risk of the developing of the heart diseases. Next, complications. Complications due to menopause, that is menopause and the heart health, because it is affecting the heart, it weaken the heart, so chances of the heart diseases they are more. Menopause and bone density, as there are chances of the osteoporosis they are higher, so bone density, bone mass is decreasing, chances of the fracture will be more. Mood changes, they have become depression, anxiety, loss of memory is there. Cognitive function, they are not able to concentrate properly, forgetfulness is there. Urinary incontinence, they are not able to control the urine, urinary frequency will be there, incontinence will be there, and UTI, that is urinary tract infection, is most frequent. Okay, urinary tract infection. Skin changes, this skin will become dry. So that's all about the complications. They are related to a symptoms, if you remember. That is with the heart, with the bones, with the mood changes, cognitive functions, with the urinary tract, and with the skin changes. Next is the treatment of the menopause. The menopause the treatment, it is mostly or the important treatment, that is HRT, that is hormonal replacement therapy. But in spite of HRT, there are three other techniques, that is topical hormone therapy. Topical means they are applied on the skin. Next is non-hormonal medications. They are not the hormonal, with the help of medication it is treated. And the medications for the osteoporosis or for prevention of the bone diseases. Okay, so first we'll see about the HRT, that is hormone replacement therapy. It can be asked is a separate question, so please remember the HRT therapy. The doctors they used to believe that HRT, that is hormonal replacement therapy, would, it could help to reduce the risk of heart disease. Hormonal replacement therapy, it's very good, or it can be a best medication to reduce the risk of heart disease and other health risks in treatments of the symptoms. The results of an important study that is called the Women's Health Initiative led the doctors to revise their recommendations regarding the hormonal replacement therapy. The part of the study was intended to examine the health benefits and risk of the hormonal replacement therapy. As the hormones they are given, the benefits will be there, but with the benefits, some risk factors are also there. The risk of the breast cancer, risk of the heart attacks, strokes, and blood clots will be there. The analysis of the data from this study and other studies have raised the concern about an increased risk of developing breast cancer, heart attacks, strokes, and blood clots. The hormones which are commonly used for the treatment of menopause, that uses either estrogen alone, that is known as ET, that is estrogen therapy, or unopposed estrogen, or in that is combination with the progesterone, that is known as combined hormonal therapy or estrogen progesterone therapy. The women who have a uterus, means who have not had a hysterectomy, they receive estrogen plus progesterone or a progesterone. But the women who do not have uterus, they receive only a estrogen alone. Okay, So remember this, in which women's only estrogen is used, and which women's estrogen and progesterone they both are used. Okay? So women who have the uterus they receive both estrogen and progesterone, or progesterone, and who do not have uterus means who has undergone the hysterectomy and who has undergone a removal of the uterus, they will receive only a estrogen for the treatment of the menopause. Hormonal replacement therapy, it comes in the several forms. Okay, so first that is oral tablets or the pills. That is the hormones they are available in the form of tablets and in the form of the pills. Next one, that is skin patches. Okay, skin patches they are applied on the skin to relieve the symptoms of the menopause. Next, some vaginal creams or vaginal tablets they are available, and they are used to relieve the dryness of the vagina and irritation. Next, vaginal ring is there, that is applied inside the vagina. Next one, nasal spray. Nasal spray is used to relieve the dryness in the mouth and the mucous membrane. Some topical gels they are applied on the skin. Next, contraindication. Because HRT is not given to each and every patient under the menopause. The current, past, or suspected breast cancers means the women who are having a history of breast cancer, they are not given the HRT. Vaginal bleeding of unknown cause means women who are having a complaint of vaginal bleeding with the unknown cause, they are not given the HRT. Current or past history of any blood clots or blood clotting disorders, they are also not given the HRT. Patients who have high blood pressure and that is untreated or that is poorly managed, they are not given because it is already increasing the heart disease risk. Angina, that is chest pain, that is currently asymptomatic, or heart attack that occurred recently means the patients who are having any heart disease they are not given HRT. Active liver problems, the patients with some liver problems or active liver problems they are also contraindicated for the HRT. Next, benefits of the HRT. Hormonal replacement therapy, it is mainly recommended for relieving the menopausal symptoms, that is hot flashes, night sweatings, vaginal dryness, sleeping problems, and mild depression. The estrogen it increases and it helps to maintain a bone density. So chances of osteoporosis will be reduced. Next, estrogen plus progestin therapy may reduce the risk of the colorectal cancer. Colon and rectal cancer can be prevented with the help of combined therapy, ENP, estrogen, and progesterone. The younger women means the age is very less or less than 40 or 45. With the natural or surgically induced menopause, they are at increased risk for the heart disease and they may benefit from a estrogen replacement therapy. Adverse effects or side effects of the HRT. HRT does not prevent the heart disease except in the woman with premature menopause and may increase the risk of heart disease and heart attacks, especially in the older women. Okay, so it is not advisable for the older women and it will be adverse effects of the heart disease. It may increase the risk of stroke, increase the risk of cognitive decline or decrease in the cognitive functions. Only HRT that does not significantly increase the risk of developing breast cancer if it is used for less than 10 years, and if it is used for more than 10 years may increase the risk of breast cancer and also the ovarian cancer, especially for the women already at higher risk for the breast cancer. So these are the adverse effects, that is increased risk of the heart disease, strokes, cognitive function declines, and increased risk of the breast and ovarian cancer. Estrogen overstimulates the tissues lining of the uterus and causes uncontrolled cell growth. that is excessive cell growth of the uterus lining, and the condition that is known as the hyperplasia, which is a strong risk factor for causing a cancer. Next, prevention. Menopause, it is a natural and expected part of a woman's development, and it does not need to be prevented as menstruation is there. So stopping of the menstruation is also a natural process, and that is also expected parts of the woman's life. So it does not require any prevention, but some home remedies, some medications are there, so it will help to relieve or reduce the signs or symptoms of the menopause. There is a reduce the risk of long-term problems such as osteoporosis and heart disease by taking some following steps. That is control of the blood pressure, control of the cholesterol and other risk factors for the heart diseases. Do not smoke. Means the smoking should be stopped. The cigarette use, it can cause the early menopause as we have seen. So it must be a stopping. Eat a low fat diet, means BMI should be under a normal range. Get a regular enough exercises. Resistance exercise can help to strengthen the bones and improve the balance. If patients show early signs of bone loss or they are having a strong family history of osteoporosis, then they must talk to a doctor about the medications that can help to stop the further weakening. And supplements of calcium and vitamin D, they are very helpful for the bone diseases. Okay. So prevention, that is control of the blood pressure, cholesterol and other risk factors. Smoking should be stopped, eating of a low fat diet, exercise regularly, consult with the doctors, and calcium and vitamin D supplements. Next, home care. If the patients they are having hot flushes, then they should drink a cold water, sit or sleep near a fan, and they are dressed in a layers. Okay? So drinking of the cold water near the fan or with the proper ventilation, they can reduce the hot flushes. Use an over-the-counter vaginal moisturizer or lubricant for relieving the vaginal dryness. Exercise regularly to sleep better and prevent the condition, that is heart disease, diabetes and osteoporosis. Strengthen the pelvic floor muscles with the Kegel exercise to prevent a bladder leaks. They must stay socially and mentally active to prevent a memory problems and also to delay the depression. Don't smoking. Means the smoking should be stopped. Tobacco is also might causing the early menopause and it increase the hot flushes. So any bad habit is there, it must be limited. Limit how much alcohol you drink to lower your chances of getting breast cancer and help you sleep better. So a limitation of the alcohol consumption. Eat a variety of the foods and keep a healthy weight to help with the hot flushes. Means they should have a proper balance diet. Practice the things like yoga, deep breathing, or massaging to help to get a relax. So these are the some lifestyle measures or home care of the woman who has a symptoms of the menopause. Okay, so that's all about the menopause. If you have any doubts or query, you can ask to me. Thank you.